Welcome to Tremper's 2020 commencement ceremony. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now please join us for the national anthem.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. I want to begin by congratulating each graduate this evening. We all have achieved so much over the past 4 years, whether that be reaching your goal ACT score or acquiring that job, acing the test, or figuring out future plans. Our achievements as individuals, in teams, and as class of 2020, with influence from our administrators, teachers, and peers at Tremper High School, are what have built our character and pride. These achievements are what encourage us to continue to build our knowledge and remain lifelong learners. Despite these accomplishments, the world will not wait for us to achieve what we want. Especially now, we need to continue to stay focused on our goals and the expected and unexpected opportunities ahead, despite the challenges we have and will continue to face. In our time at Tremper, we have developed strength and grit while the world has seen natural disasters, a divided country, a pandemic, and protests calling for change. During times when the world and those we're close to seem against us and others, we have persevered and need to continue that determination. We have been able to accomplish so much, from turning in that project to winning state, from simply showing up to school to gaining recognition for outstanding theatrical productions, from saving lives with our blood drive to graduating high school. The possibilities are endless. That being said, let us also learn from our failures, our defeats, our setbacks. This is when our character, our drive, and our determination is truly tested. This is when we show our perseverance. This is when we pick ourselves up and continue to progress down our path toward living a fulfilled life. Thank you.
People often quote Forrest Gump, who said, "Life is like a box of chocolates," but sometimes that doesn't seem entirely true. Sure, there is plenty to life that's unexpected, but not all that comes out of the box is sweet. Finishing high school during a global pandemic certainly seems a little more bitter than the chocolate I usually enjoy. However, we must not linger on things that we cannot change, or we would go a little crazy. Trust me, I know from experience. Questions of why plaguing our minds at the moment will only hold us back from prosperity in years to come. Instead, we must take what we have learned from these unprecedented times to propel ourselves forward to success in the future. Imagine this. Right now, we are at the peak of a mountain. We can look back and see all that we have done to get here, as well as get glimpses of the amazing things that we might accomplish in the future. It is during this time that our choices become crucial. If we wait too long on the top of the mountain, we could develop frostbite and lose a limb. Similarly, if we do not do anything with our lives now, we may miss out on opportunities to better ourselves. I know that the view may be scary, and it seems that just one step out of place could send you tumbling down, but know that you are not alone on this journey. You have already done a ton of hard work. Now these upcoming choices, while daunting, are the fun part. Will you serve in the military and travel the world? Will you go off to college to become a rocket scientist? Perhaps you will work for a while and see where that leads. What will your next mountain be? Regardless of what you do, as long as you are passionate and continue to make positive choices, you will succeed. Success can be different for everyone, and in the future, try to refrain from tearing yourself down in comparison to others. Some people may define success and wealth and fame, while others may define it as happiness and peace. What's most important is that you stay focused on your own personal goals and path to success. Now, do not think that just because you make all the right choices that your future will be easy. Most hikers tend to experience some setbacks. There may even be a few landslides. Similar to the many times I somehow fell while walking up the stairs in high school, you may stumble along the way. But this is the most important choice of all, to get back up and keep going. While many people will support you along your journey, some will not. Some will despise you for your success, or your gender, or maybe even simply for the color of your skin. Get back up to prove them wrong. Get back up for those who have believed in you. Get back up for yourself. Because when you're on your way to the top of future mountains and the wind is howling and you can't hear other people even if you wanted to, you can only rely upon yourself. So before you can get back up for anyone else, you have to do it for yourself. Be patient and kind towards yourself in the future, and it will be easy being patient and kind towards others. There's a quote from the Disney movie Mulan that says, "The flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of them all." Well, class of 2020, born at the time of 9/11 and graduating during COVID-19, we have faced our share of adversity. But because we are here today, we have shown that we are already beginning to beautifully bloom. I know, however, that I personally would not have made it here without a strong support system, and I'm sure that everyone here has at least one person they would like to thank. For me, I would like to thank my parents for constantly being my biggest advocates, supporters, and for believing in me even when I did not believe in myself. My sisters for pushing me to be my best self, sometimes physically. My friends for being a constant source of fun and good times when high school seemed overwhelming. And to the teachers and staff of Tremper High School and our district for allowing me the opportunity which many around the world do not have, access to a great education. I would also like to thank those that continue to fight for equality for all in our country. However you make your voice heard, don't give up, because Black Lives Matter and change is coming. No one knows what the future holds, least of all me, but I can tell you this. If you make the right choices now and persevere through the tough times, you can do anything, you can be anyone, and you can conquer even the highest mountain. Thank you, class of 2020, and good luck.
The class of 2020 is the 56th graduating class of George Nelson Tremper High School. As each class makes a mark in the history of the school, I am certain when saying that the class of 2020 will never be forgotten. School came to a screeching halt on March 13th, 2020, and life in the community, nation, and world paused and seemingly stopped. Days became weeks, followed by months of living like you've never been trained or conditioned to live. Milestones of a senior year slowly started to disappear, weeks at a time, and strange challenges appeared before you. Virtual learning, online meetings, masks, social distancing, and plenty of hand washing or sanitizing. Yes, this class will never be forgotten. What can be taken from this time period in your life? How will you learn from this? Is there a lesson that this pandemic may have taught us? My hope and my prediction is that the class of 2020 will be remembered and talked about as a class that was extremely resilient. Though life dealt you some challenges at the end of your high school career, ones that were unprecedented, you were able to fight through these hard times and are moving into the future toughened with your eyes wide open. Moving forward, you will not take anything for granted, like an in-person meeting, a sporting event, a play, or a debate of a topic. You will embrace new opportunities with a different attitude and encouragement, and you will go down paths you may not have gone down before, just because you can. The class of 2020 will be trailblazers in our future. Class of 2020, embrace what was forced upon you, the ability to be resilient. Use this resiliency to help claw through challenges that will continually be in front of you and strive to make your next day better and more meaningful. Show compassion for others. Work hard to pick each other up when we have fallen and deliver a positive impact on our society. Good luck, class of 2020. At this time, I'm honored to present the Tremper High School class of 2020. These young men and women have completed all requirements for graduation as outlined by the Kenosha Unified School District. Congratulations.
Class of 2020, let me start by sharing that this is certainly not the graduation ceremony you, your family, or any of us in Kenosha Unified envisioned as we prepare to celebrate your many educational accomplishments. I've never expected to be addressing you in an empty space without your presence in the room. Regardless of where you are while viewing this virtual ceremony, I hope it is surrounded by family, friends, and loved ones who have helped you reach this tremendous milestone. While honoring our graduating class virtually does not come with the same pomp and circumstance of a traditional graduation, I want you to know that it does not mean that you are any less valued than those who have crossed the stage before you. In fact, it is quite opposite. Your graduating class has been called to step into the future with more purpose, vision, passion, energy, and hope than ever before. While things may have been adjusted because of the occurrence of a worldwide pandemic, I know your parents, friends, loved ones, and school staff are no less overjoyed to see you graduate and realize all that you have achieved. We know that as the class of 2020, you will find the silver lining among the crisis and use it to go out in the world stronger than ever before. I would be remiss if I did not address several groups who have guided you on this journey. My heartfelt thank you goes to your principal, administrative team, and all of the amazing staff who have provided love, dedication, compassion, and extraordinary efforts to support your learning along the way. They provide a successful pathway that will allow you to continue on your journey in life and help quench your thirst for learning well beyond high school. To parents, guardians, and family members, thank you for playing such a vital role in your child's life. You have paved a path for their success. You have been there when they needed you the most. You have been their steadfast cheerleader, providing support, time, love, and inspiration and encouragement over the years. Even though I cannot see you, I know in your heart you are celebrating this joyous moment with a bit of fear, even tears, but also excitement as this is a day they are moving on. Finally, I'd like to thank the school board, community members, and other distinguished guests gathered virtually to celebrate this joyous occasion. Graduates, As I sat down to reflect and write my speech this year, my usually simple message turned into a complex message. This is because you, class of 2020, experienced a very complex crisis in the midst of your graduating year. Adversity came to this nation and into your lives and said, "Show me what you are made of," and that you did. You will be the generation that will tell others how this pandemic thrust you into not giving up when things abruptly changed on March 13th, and how we as a nation worked through it together. Who knows, someday one of you might be writing a commencement speech about how this pandemic molded you as a person. You will be stronger because of your understanding and willingness to adjust quickly through uncharted territory that will fall upon you unexpectedly during your final year of high school. You're also a united class by having to deal with the loss of face-to-face schooling, senior prom, athletics, music concerts, and a traditional graduation. You were thrown a major curveball. Ultimately, that curveball has made you wiser. In reading your story spread throughout Kenosha News, your colleagues shared, one positive takeaway is to always cherish what you have because you never know when it will end. And I have learned to continue working hard no matter what, as well as I appreciate everything more, even the seemingly small things. When the knots of our life become so tangled, it is easy to think about those tight, tangled knots cannot be undone. Knots can be tricky and cause a tangled mess. I'm sure you felt this way too over the last several months. I've heard many say it was not supposed to be this way. You must remember that even the most tangled knots may be undone by the power of your mind. In your life, there is no knot that cannot be undone. You have the wisdom and fortitude to untangle anything. You will discover disappointments along the way. It is how you handle these disappointments that will determine your long-term success. Your willingness to accept this extremely challenging experience will stay with you for a long time. Your wisdom, fortitude, accomplishments, grit, and character will pull you through any future disappointments. Your character is forged through conflict. Failure does not define your worth. Preparation is the key. Let hope be an anchor within your soul. Whether you have one or all of these traits, your character is stronger because of this unprecedented experience you had to endure. You have succeeded because you have preparing for life's challenges, and you have hope that tomorrow will be a better day for all. I want you to believe that hope will always be the anchor of your soul, no matter what comes your way. My hope for you is that you continue to harness your education, creativity, voice, bravery to better the world. You each have the power to do so in your own unique way. You were not promised this day, and many of you had to prepare and work very hard to get here now. Now it is yours. Build on this gift. Think anew and act anew. You have the resolve, fortitude, and determination. Nothing, not even this pandemic, can take away your sense of accomplishments. Never take anything for granted. Confidence and faith are the two biggest traits that will get you through anything. Build a stronger and brighter future as this crisis has taught you to be open to adversity and has called you to have hope. As I close, please remember the greatest adventure is what lies ahead. Always remember you are braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Behind you are all your memories, and while before you are your dreams. And all around you are those who love you, and within you, all you need. Take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you can go. And above all, do not forget to enjoy the adventure. Perhaps we learned a lesson through all of this that we should try to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Keep the positivity of hope and faith alive as two enduring forces that remain with you. Here's to you, graduating class of 2020, to the class that commenced a new way forward, a class anchored in hope, adversity, and confidence. My heart goes out to you. Bravo, class of 2020, and may God bless you. And so, on behalf of Kenosha Unified School District's Board of Education, administrators, and staff who have had the privilege of working with you, I congratulate each and every one of you on your many accomplishments. And by the authority given to me by the school board of the Kenosha Unified School District, it is my honor to endorse each graduate of the class of 2020 and award you with a high school diploma accepting all rights and responsibilities thereof. Thank you.
Juliana Marie Agaibi, Christopher M. Aguilar, Josiah David Alderks, Jade M. Alasaskis, Isabella Nancy Allen, Hema Teresa Anguiano, Antonio Araiza, Neo Arce, Neva Faye Arneson, Aureliano Bahena, Trayvon DeMarquez Bailey, Jenna L. Barrett, Audrey Catherine Barter, Sadario Devante Beecham, Adriana Bex, Alicia Nicole Bellotti, Angela Beltran Pulido, Cora Elizabeth Benefiel, Jesse T. Benitez, Ethan Bernhardt, Riley Noel Bethke, Aidan Clint Batorn, Sarah Nicole Bezzotti, Brendan Robert Bjork, Tyler Austin Blazek, Robert D. Boak, Dylan M. Bond, Jackson William Booth, Jacob Bornwetter, Emily Nicole Boyd, Corey M. Boyle, Faith Lynn Brown, Samantha Irene Brown, Jason Matthew Brulport, Emma Bershaw, Jack Jefferson Burleson, Shania Butler, Michael Vincent Kyra, Kevin Campos, Cassidy Amy Carr, Shay Jaden Carr, Caitlin Noel Casey, Davin R. Cheeks, Vincent Daniel Chippetta, Emma Marie Clark, Kara Marie Clark, Ashanti Monique Coleman, Zayshan Coleman, Tyler Alexander Colon, Patrick Stephen Connolly, Enrique Angel Cook, Sean William Cooney, Annalicia Rose Kosick, Alexandria Elizabeth Covelli, Trinity G. Crandall, Michaela Ann Crane, Ruby Cruz, Sona T. Syriac, Numani Tahir Dahlquist, Dakota Daniel, Colin Michael Davis, Megan Day, Christopher Roy de Cesaro, Rebecca Marie DeHaan, Olivia Grace Delfrati, Logan James Delat, Taylor Lynn Delat, Stephanie Delgado, Jaden Ashley De Ocampo, Lacey Marie Dever, Madison Jane DeWolf, Tiffany Elizabeth Dickens, Justin Alexander Dirkins, Jordan Domine, Alyssa Catherine Dressler, Matthew Kenneth Drux, Ryan Teague Dugan, Ashley Elizabeth Duval, Brennan D. Eckert, Antoine Lamont Edwards, Morgan Susan Eitzer, Detrell Armoni Ellis, Robert Edward Erickson, Anthony Lawrence Ewing, Brianna Irene Falkowski, Juan Pablo Alexander Ferreira, Ethan Patrick Ficker, Isaac Gabriel Figueroa, Lauren Kelly Fleming, Lakia Flowers, Katie Jo Fox, Elliot Francetic, Valentin Franco Gomez, Joshua Lee Freeman, Mina Alice Furloni, Logan Gall, Vanessa Ann Ray Garza, Crystal Marjorie George, Megan Rose George, Daniel J. Georgiou, Alana Marie Gervais, Chloe Marie Garriol, Cody Michael Guignac, Eliza Monet Marie Gillespie, Ariana Sarah Golden, Marangeli Gonzalez, Alexis Paige Gorishek Kumorek, Harold J. Grant, Shamel Gwendolyn Green, Artekian Fontaine Greer, Jacob Steele Gross, Gabriela Guadarrama Baz, Advait Gundala, Jenna G. Hagan, Alexander Gabriel Hahn, Chance C. Halston, Karma J. Hansen, Tennille Christine Harris, Nazir Marquette James Harvey, John Michael Hauser, Tyler James Helgeson, Bianca Alexandra Hernandez, Crystal Hernandez, Blake Bishop Hoffman, Brianna Houston, Madeline Elizabeth Houston, Cameron Paul Huss, Mitchell Stephen Ignarski, Emma Elaine Iwan, Dermitria Lynn Jackson, Anna Jankovic, Alondra Jimenez, Destiny Johnson, Finley David Johnson, Sophia Rose Johnson, Zachary Charles Johnson, Carter N. Kashinowitz, Joshua James Kelsch, Amanda N. Kirkman, Maureen Elizabeth Kerr, Cheyenne Knapp, Zachary Christopher Knight, Andrew John Knudsen, Veronica Tayane Kosis, Dalton Anthony Kohlberg, Jennifer Lagunas, Fernando I. Lara, Owen James Larson, Savannah Marie Larson, Nathan Glenn LaViolette, Caden Joseph Lawler, Haley Marie Leadingham, Seth Williamson Lennox, Yingwen Lin, Alicia Ernestina Lira, Nicholas Scott Loomis, Dylan Mukul Mahant, Melissa Maldonado, Tessa Kate Marquez, Charlotte Isabel Martin, Ryan Victoria Martinson, Josiah Chase McCall, Riley Christopher McCreary, Matthew Paul McCoon, Kaylee Lynn McKeon, Alexis L. McKinney, Lauren E. McMahon, Alexis E. Meyer, Maurice Mendez, Israel Mendoza, Logan Michael Mercadillo, Colin Michael Miller, Nicole Dorothy Miller, Marcos Jesus Mojica, Devin Allen Mooney, Jayasia Moniz Moore Span, Lyle Robert Batten Maury, Liam Patrick Morrissey, Alexis Mueller, Veronica Astrid Munguia, Natalie Grace Murphy, Aisling Paige Murray, Ryan Murray, Taylor Nicole Nash, Zachary Nickpon, Janessa Rose Norvell, Alonzo Paul Nudie, Duran Nunnery, Gianni Gabriel Olivares, Ashley Liana Ortiz, Madison M. Owens, Brianna K. Passetti, Vincent John Paglia, Eric Paredes, Jaden Craig Parsons, Nolan James Paschke, Isali Berta Perez, Samantha Perez, Hunter Dylan Peters, Jade Leona Peterson, A.J. Gregory Pirangeli, Jolie N. Peachman, Sebastian Pokorny, Rebecca P. Puebla, Gwyneth Faith Rabe, Olided Ramos, Juan Diego Ramos Aguirre, Rachel Ann Randall, Andrew John Rash, Tyler Nelson Raimundo, Samuel Henry Reguette, Tashay Ridgway, Tyshawn Bryce Ridgway, Catherine Jane Reese, Angelina L. Riley, Elizabeth Catherine Rimkus, Dimitri Robinson, Jade Elizabeth Marie Rodriguez, Gabrielle Rojas, Cameron Elise Ross, Maxwell Rudy Rothov, Logan Joseph Rudolph, Luke Allen Roosh, Maria Jimena Salazar Zambrano, Martin James Shable, Megan Faith Schlitz, Alicia Marge Schneider, Jacob Tucker Schrant, Tyler James Schultz, Jarek Dale Bernal Scott, Avin Vismadath Sigobin, Celine Marie Celebrades, Sophia Marie Santieri, Jessica Ann Sharapata, Liam Haynard Simpson, Christian John Ian Sinks, Delilah Elise Slider, Alyssa Catherine Smith, Sarah J. Snell, Peyton LaDawn Spencer, Trent James Springer, Julia Stanich, Valeria Marie Staranowitz, Larry Everett Stiegel, Jenna Lynn Stores, Madison M. Strickland, Julia R. Storino, Carl Arthur Sturzenegger, Jordan Malachi Sire, Ethan James Taylor, Juana Esparza Taylor, Quincy Alexander Tenorio, Colin Robert Tomey, Edwin Manuel Torres, Rochelle Torres, Anthony Carlos Tutera, Madeline Ann Troy, Brennan Victor Tudlewski, Annie Switten Paruk, Olivia Renee Valentine, Mackenzie Bailey Vandevort, Noemi Vega, Lauren Grace Venable, Benjamin James Verhagen, Eduardo Vilches, Everardo Villagrana Chavez, Giovanni Villegas, Alex Ayasu Wajirski, Jonah Robert Ward, Taylor Rose Wide, Ashlyn Ray Widener, Hannah Lynn Widener, Kylie Rose Wire, Danielle R. Weinholtz, Jacob Ryan Whitehead, Samuel James Wierzbicki, Gabrielle Yvonne Williams, Jasmine Williams, Sean Nicholas Wozniak, Joshawn Wynn, Jacob A. Yost, Amber Lynn Rose Young, Jayan Young, Hunter Von Zorner, Catherine Michelle Zuleta Baccaro, Dane Michael Zupek.
Well, everyone, it's been a journey that nobody thought would have ended the way it did, but here we are. Though it wasn't always easy, one way or another, we're all fortunate enough to be standing here today. With that said, I would like to invite you all to join me in turning your tassels in honor of the completion of our time here at Tremper High School. I wish you all success on whatever path life may lead you down. No matter where you go, please don't ever forget where the journey began. Congratulations, class of 2020, we made it. It is a tradition to accept the conferring of the diploma by moving the tassel from the right to the left. Now I will turn my tassel.